Yo, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Pwny Montana, and in this video we're going to be going over the 4-3-6-1 defensive meta and how to make it even better in Madden 22. Now before I get into it, if you guys are new, make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe button, like the video. You guys know the whole spiel. Let's make this nice, short, and quick. For those of you guys who are looking for that lineup update, when it comes to this 4-3-6-1, look no further that this is it. I'm going to show you guys the exact steps that you guys need to do to make sure that you guys have a great player in that middle linebacker spot if you guys are looking to run this defense. Now, there's one issue with this technique specifically, and it's that it puts your highest overall player in said spot. So right now, our highest overall player is Cam Chancellor and Deion Sanders. And then on the offensive side, we also have a Cooper Kupp that I took him out of the lineup for this situation specifically because it will sometimes put Cooper Kupp in this specific situation. Now, I'm actually going to put him in the depth chart, just hoping that it works the way that I want it to work. But who we want in this situation is Cam Chancellor. So if they're in a starting position, you're going to want to take them out of that starting position, but you're going to want to still have them in that lineup. So Deion Sanders won't end up being put there, and Cam Chancellor will not end up being put there right now. So let's go ahead and, you know what? I'm going to leave him here just so I can show you guys if the lineup messes up, how you can fix it with a Cam Chancellor situation, obviously. Now, step number one is you take all middle linebackers out of your lineup. As you can see right now, I have Micah Parsons and Matt Milano. Micah is a left outside linebacker. Matt Milano is a right outside linebacker. You take them out. You take all middle linebackers out of your lineup. So make sure you guys don't have any in your specialist box. Take them all out if this is the defense that you want to run. Then you make sure that you have D tackles here at your defensive tackle spots. I'll showcase why once we hop into the lineup. And in the situation where you have an Elroy Hirsch, where he is better than everybody that is on your team, make sure that he's starting at one of the outside linebacker spots, because if not, he'll end up being put as, one of the better players that are, as a left end or right end, so he'll end up taking that spot, and then one of the linebackers that are in the lineup will end up in that middle linebacker spot. I know this sounds very confusing, but trust me, it works, and I'll showcase it once I hop into a game. Then you fill the rest out with, your D tackles, your right ends, whatever the case may be, for you guys to actually go crazy. Your outside linebackers, these are going to be the ones that are going to be blitzing. These middle linebackers here, these are going to be your blitzers, because once you do the next step, these guys will be put at that outside linebacker spot. So let's hop into a game real quick so I can showcase exactly what happens when you take all your linebackers out of your lineup and leave it to where you only have your outside linebackers in. So there's one major step that you guys will have to do every single game that you play. Now I'm going to hop into just a regular defensive one, a defensive solo, just so I can showcase this real quick. Week 2 should be good. No defense. And we're on PS5, so guess what? 0 load times, baby. So right now, if you check the 4-3, right now Micah Parsons should be here. So Micah Parsons is here, number 11. The biggest step to this, when you're doing this, is you have to go into your depth chart and you have to auto record your depth chart. Okay, what that's gonna do is that's gonna remove any middle linebackers out of your lineup. Now again, if Elroy was in the wrong spot, if he was already in one of the left outside linebacker spots, or if he was in the left end spot, they would have auto recorded him into this spot, and then Michael Parsons would have ended up being in this spot. Now, right now, you're not gonna have Cam Chancellor be your middle linebacker, which is what a lot of people are looking to get. And I'll tell you why in a second. But again, the reason why we needed to put our D tackles in, because if your lineup is filled with too many left ends or right ends, it's another reason why they would take Michael Parsons and start him at this middle linebacker spot. You need this spot empty. This will make it so that you can have safeties in 3-4 defenses as well, because you don't have any middle linebackers where they're looking to shove a middle linebacker in one of those spots. So let's go ahead and showcase who they substituted in that middle linebacker spot, and it happens to be Cooper Kupp. Now let's pause real quick because we want Cam Chancellor in that spot. If you want your lineup to look great and have Cam Chancellor be that #1 starter, great. But for this, you're gonna need to take him out of that #1 spot. Taking him out of that #1 spot and putting him in that #2 spots automatically puts him not in the lineup. So as you can see, it actually called 4-3-6-1 for us, and now Cam Chancellor is our middle linebacker. You're going to be able to go absolutely crazy with somebody like that. So now you click on any of these lineups, and right now we got Cooper Kupp and Cam Chancellor as our middle linebackers, because it takes the highest overall players that are on your team that aren't starting on the defense, and it puts them as your defensive starters. So now we're sitting there absolutely humming at the quarterback, them not being able to make a play. Micah Parsons is out there screaming. That is how you get the players you want in the positions you want in this 4-3-6-1 meta. If you guys haven't already, man, make sure you guys are liking the video. If this helps you guys run the defense better, make sure you guys are smashing that like button for your boy. My name is Pwny Montana, and as always, 2 fingers deuces, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.